awakening, a greater degree of recognition. As you grow, you outgrow. I say that. It's really about awakening. And you were asking about the washing of the feet, but that's symbolical. It's symbolical. You're washing your understanding. You're cleaning up your understanding. Well, eventually you will turn as you begin to realize that it is your own inner conversations that's guiding you along. You're going to begin to see what the message is, as it is stated, as within, so without. Everything that's happening on the without is secondhand. It's only new as idea. See, if you don't see this, you're denying yourself better desires, better attitudes, better assumptions. Yes, it's all self-denial, we're told. All denial is self-denial. You're not being denied anything. No, it's all self-denial. Well, you do have to show up. You do have to ask. We're told that you receive not because you ask not. And your results are the results of what you have asked, what you were thinking from. Well, you're told, feel after him and you'll find him, you doing, being, having, in your imaginal activity, in the theater of mind. But it's not falling into the past. What is it that you're doing? Are you aware of what you're doing? Well, because it's going to become your everydayness. Consciousness is always being objectified. As a man thinketh in his heart, in his feeling nature, so is he, so does he, so has he. And subconscious mind is never going to question you. It's what it is you're doing. Because you're using the power, asking, believing what? Do you know what you believe? Well, this is how you change your mind and change your world, is that you listen often. Reiteration and reiteration. That's how you change your lifestyle. You know, when you went to school, yeah, you were taught the times tables and spelling. How did you learn it? By repeating it over and over and over. Yeah, repetition. Just, yeah, over and over and over. It's like you hear a language, you're handed over a tune, you hear it more and more, and eventually you pick it up to ever greater and greater degree. And there was this teacher at one of the talks, and she asked me, do you speak a different language? And I said, no, ma'am. And she said, well, you're not doing too good with this one either. But that's okay. Yeah, no, I don't have a problem with that. Because I'm asked often, well, what's your qualification for doing something like this? The only qualification that's needed is that I heard by the hearing of the ear from without that such things were so, and then I proceeded as I was challenged to do so, encouraged to do so, to discern what I heard. Well, what I found agreement with in my own heart. They weren't telling me, it wasn't telling me what to do, but how it's being done. Well, I found that if I would do so, I receive so. And that's the message to every child born of woman. As within, so without. If you want desired changes, change your mind to change your world. It's already a given. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind is already a given. Given by grace, a gift. And worshiping God is using his gifts. I know what it sounds like when you first hear all of this. I really do. You don't just do something once and, I mean, you may do it very poorly, but if you do it 10 times, you do it better. If you do it 100 times, you do it even better. And in my case, even 1,000 times. But you'll get it right eventually. And I'm not speaking about right or wrong. I'm speaking you'll find your way to order your conversations in accordance with. Well, as Scripture has it, if a man would order his conversations right, he would be shown salvation. Yeah, the answers, the solutions. Well, look, you're going to do this till you do it right. However many time slots. It just depends upon how wholehearted you are in any time slot that you are revealed to through self. You're thinking better than the best, as you're encouraged to do, and to do so is to have so. In imagination, in the theater of mind, what are you doing there? Because that's your world of experiencing. You're thinking ahead of your evidence. Your future is being created in the now. Now is the appointed hour of desired change. Change your mind, change your world. Yeah. Well, yeah, but how many times are you going to swing before you actually hit the ball? See, the idea is you just don't stop swinging. You do it until you do it. You're told, do a thing, and you shall have the power. It doesn't say, try it. It says, do it. So therefore, you can do it. What I'm saying is, do you know what you're choosing? Because you are about choosing. Yeah, well, that's it. That's the question. What are you choosing? You're told, choose ye this day. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. No, it's not talking about what you're doing even up to this very moment. It's talking about now a change of mind, a change of attitude. You're not denying what has happened, but you're now shifting your attention to better than the best. I am. Claiming a new claim, a new vision, a dream, mission, a goal. Hopefully, it's lovely, good relationships. Well, it's about health, wealth. Yes, all the things that you're looking for. You're given. You don't have to beg for them. You don't have to plead for them. As a matter of fact, begging and pleading God is its own answer. Think about it. Absolute love loves absolutely. You're denying yourself. All denial, we're told, is self-denial. Remember this. It's really worthy. Well, absolute love loves absolutely. That's our salvation. Oh, you'll go through hell. Yeah, I mean, you can go through hell again and again and again. And you are going to do so until you choose to change your mind, to change your world. You have imaginational control. Attitude awareness and imaginational control is tools for changing your mind to change your world. And if you're listening to what you have to say with approval, then you're on your way. Well, yeah, it's just you questioning you. Is this a good idea? If it's not, drop it and move on quickly. And be willing to drop it completely and move on. And see, if you don't drop it, yeah. Well, look, let me put it this way. If you're hanging on to it, you're getting something out of it. Even if it's a negative idea, negative scenario, something that happened to you in the past that was terrible or whatever, every time you bring it up, every time you think about it, you're just replanting those sort of ideas over and over. I mean, you must be getting something out of it, or you drop it immediately. I mean, just put something in your mouth that tastes bad, you go, spit it out immediately. Yeah, right now, it's gone. Well, it's the same thing with the negative ideas. Recognize them. Well, you have thousands and thousands of ideas in the period of a day. But what has your attention has your life. Which ones do you attach yourself to? Are they lovely and of good report? Oh, I know in my case I was totally unaware. Even though I was speaking in words. And in fact, I was using the power, because the power is in the words. Yes, the power is with the Word. The Word is with God. The Word is God. Attitude, awareness, imaginational control. You're using the Word. But what are you using the Word to say? To say what? To feel what? To accomplish what? What is your motive of thinking as you do? See, you're told that you're being delivered into what? Your own ideas, your own inventions, your own inequities. You're saying, I am. It's the same I am as the power. Oh, there may be legions, legions, and legions. But consciousness of being is always being objectified. Yes, legions, legions, and legions, but one power. You're operating the power. Well, your assumptions, your moods. See, consciousness is always being objectified. And subconscious mind is never going to question you as to what you are thinking, feeling, believing. It accepts what you accept as being so and produces it again and again and again until you change your mind and change your world. Well, yeah, when you consciousness of being is a statement, I am that. That what? Well, the idea is just to be more so in control. Oh yeah, well sure, you're using the power to get things. Yes, that's all right. That's what you're told. Dress your world. But the idea is to choose rather than to be chosen for. See, if you don't choose, you will be chosen for. Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, it's just your lack of attention, lazy-mindedness, double-mindedness. I mean, all of these distractions. I suffered it all. But you have a way out. That's the message. Your message. A message you left for yourself. A comforter. A remembrancer. whatsoever that you have permission, you have authority. Well, if you'll just consider what's being said to the point of checking it out. No, no, it's not about worthiness. It's about willingness. Are you willing? Willing to think from as being so, makes it so, do so for yourself so, and you'll see. Oh, we're told all denial is self-denial. God's not denying you anything. Yes. Well, we're told we receive not because we asking not, or that we're asking amiss. And the asking amiss, you get that? I mean, could it really be that simple? Well, just really consider it. Look, drop the nonsense. You're told to test this for yourself. Test me now herewith, and see if I will not open up the window of heaven and pour you out a blessing you don't even have room to receive at all. That's what's being offered. It was all a total mystery to me when I first heard it. But you begin to gain in the mystery as you move in. Well, no, I didn't really discern it right away. That's one of the reasons why I'm here. It took me years and years and years, but it needn't take that long. Weeks, months, maybe, but not necessarily years. Unless, like me, you were lazy-minded and double-minded, then yes, it does take a long time. I mean, I had to start thinking from, see. Well, I really wasn't moved enough to be wholehearted at the time. See, this is about intentional self-discovery. That's what we call metaphysical art. That's how we use the word metaphysical. If a man will order his conversations aright, he would see the answers. He would know. He would be shown. It's in ordering our conversations in accordance with what we intend to do. What do you intend to do? What do you intend to do? Do a thing. It didn't say try, it said do a thing. Now, to tell you to try it means there's a possibility that you can't do it. But to tell you to do a thing, there's no question that you can do it. It's just telling you to do it. Well, I heard a lot of good ideas, but I didn't act upon them. I mean, I thought about them for a time, but this is about you operating, thinking feelingly. As desired changes, what are you doing there? If you'll just observe what you're doing in your own inner conversations and then see what's happening in your world and connect the dots, yeah, you should see the connection. You actually are thinking ahead of your evidence. No, even though, no, I still didn't open and quicken the revelations I was receiving that I was told I would receive. Would I move into the silence? Because that's where the power is operating. That's where we do our work, in the silence. Well, all those beautiful, powerful one-liners of Scripture, they'll just jump right out at you as you enter in and begin to think from. Well, I was just so slow to warm up to enter in and think from, and that's one of the reasons why I'm here. Well, you're given to cause desired changes if you're willing to show up to do so. If you'll act wholeheartedly to do so, it's already a given. Well, the one-liners of Scripture, they just stand right out there, and they will share with you the message, your message, about this dream, this shadow world we're all involved in. Well, it's really more personal to you than your DNA. Because as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he, so does he, so has he. And that's how you prove Scriptures, to see that that's exactly what you're doing. No, it doesn't have anything to say about what you're thinking. It's as you think you are. What you're thinking, that's your business. Choose ye this day. Yes, you're about choosing. Whether you're aware you're doing so or not, you're about doing so. But the idea is to be aware, to see what you're choosing. It's what you want to experience. Well, to see what's being offered continuously. I'll tell you what's being offered. Son, all I have is yours, is your inheritance. What are you accepting from your inheritance? You're on all the time. As a man thinketh, so is he, so does he, so has he. Everything will be drawn to you from without as you think. But it actually starts within. Yes, in a man, in imagination, in a woman, in imagination. Yeah, just what are you doing in the theater of your own mind, in imagination? All we're suggesting is reiteration and reiteration, to listen often to what you find agreement with in your own heart, and you'll be able to change your mind and change your world. Thank you, and good evening.